How's it going, Capricorn? It's the second week of January, so I'm just doing a little check-in with everybody, and this reading is going to be for you, Capricorn. Let's see what's in the cards today. Should we take them? We're going to take these. Oof, looking good. Looking very good, Capricorn. I feel like a lot of people, well, signs in my general readings, the theme has been staying true to the self and working on emotions, but it's kind of looking like, Capricorn, you've already passed that hurdle. You've already gotten to the point where you've worked on yourself and your emotions and you're ready for the next phase. So let's see what's going on with the Capricorns. Ooh, okay. Got a lot to undo, y'all. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Lots face down. So you might be feeling on top of the world right now, but let's see what the world is on top of you. Ooh, that was cool, huh? I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see. I drew too soon. Let's grab you some future cards. Okay. So, let's see what's going on with Capricorn. At the core of this reading, we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot. So basically, if you are in a romantic situation, let's just say you are emotionally evolved, you are in your feelings, you are in love, and you are smooth sailing, ready to go, and keep this path moving forward. That is so beautiful, Capricorn. I'm really proud of you right now. Capricorns are known for being kind of stoic and closed off, but we all know that you have gushy insides full of love, okay? So, what's going on? There is obviously something here that needs to be uncovered, but let's look at the surface first. We have the Three of Discs, so things are really working out. When it does come to love, it could be kind of a third-party thing, but it feels like you're very evenly matched. You have the Knight of Wands here and the Queen of Wands here, so that is a lot of fire energy, but it can also just represent passion. So the reason that I bring up this potential third-party situation is because then we have the Knight of Swords. So there is some challenge or some person who's kind of coming in, and you really have to be careful about how you handle that information emotionally, because you are very stable and very strong in your emotions right now. But if you act too quickly on those emotions, something might kind of happen there. So you have a good thing going. Don't question it too much, because your own, this is probably self-sabotage. I'm kind of getting the vibe that, it's, you think there might be a third party situation, but it's almost like the duality of your personality, and it's kind of getting to the point where you're so emotionally stable and so happy that you're wondering if you can just throw a sword in there and just see what happens. Just be wary of overreacting to things, because everything is as stable as it seems. But then we have this Judgment card, so it's almost like, Capricorn, it's like you're judging yourself for feeling this way. But the thing is, it's followed by the Six of Discs, so you're absolutely right on track. You're like doing it right now. You're very successful, very fulfilled. But just be careful that when you are in this emotionally stable state, that you don't have something come and disrupt that stability. It's looking like things are working out, but don't be too harsh on yourself or your partner. And that's just what's on the surface. Let's see what we got on cover here. Let's see. We have the Knight of Cups, which is very nurturing. We have the Seven of Swords, which is valor, so it's like, being brave. We have the Two of Swords, which is peace. And the Five of Discs, which is worry. Now, on the surface, we have the Six of Discs, which is success. This is like having 6 plates and getting a tray to carry them, whereas the Five of Discs is basically like that tray being taken away with one of your plates on it. So on the surface, everything's looking happy and perfect and loving and soul bonded, if you will. But underneath it all, you are kind of worried that maybe you're not enough, even though you know you're doing enough. So just be careful with yourself, be delicate with yourself, be gentle with yourself, Capricorn. You're doing amazing, even if there are some worries about maybe you feel a little less stable than you are, or maybe you're taking a little bit of a financial loss right now. Either way, you have to stay true to your convictions. You need to continue to be this loving person that you know you can be and that you have been. So that's going to be really important right now. Okay, let's see what we got for the future cards. We have Eight of Swords and the Princess of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Lovers, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so even though you're in this emotionally stable place right now, Capricorn, it's almost like you're sort of worried that your partner is going to go behind your back. And it's not like cheating or crossing you or anything like that. You're just worried that their feelings for you is going to change. And in this future scenario, it's almost like if you react on that feeling that they are going to change on you, that's where the interference is going to come from. And then it's followed by this Princess of Wands. So it's almost like a regression in the feelings. But then everything feels kind of like pointless conflict because you sort of made up this situation, and then a situation affected the actual situation, and now you're in the situation where you realize you're fighting for no reason. But we do have the Lovers card here, and we do have the Five of Wands, which is strife. And even though that's right in the middle, you're better off with the Five of Wands than you are with the Eight of Wands. And so it's just going to be one of those things where you have to fight through this wanting to sort of break things up emotionally or add chaos to the situation, because no matter what you do, you probably will come out with the same partner in the end. So just be wary. If you are a single Capricorn, there might be somebody new coming into your life. They're going to be really good for you, and they're going to build on the emotional stability that you have done for yourself. So it's all good all over the place. So let's check out your meditation cards. We have, oh boy, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Prince of Wands. Okay. So based on what we already read, and based on these cards, you got the whole Wands family. You got a lot of passion here. You got the Knight, the Queen, the Princess, and the Prince of Wands. So I think it's in your mind right now, Capricorn, you're like, well, if I change my emotions, then I'm in control of the situation. But if I don't change my emotions, they might change their emotions, and then they're going to be in control of the situation. But guess what? You don't always have to be in control. So this meditation, I think, is going to be when I change my emotions, I'm only cheating myself. That's going to be your meditation. All right. So let's draw you a demon card and see how work is going. Ooh, that came out pretty quick. Ganga Grandma. Let's see what Ganga Grandma is about. Ganga Grandma. Colin de Plancy's entry on Ganga Grandma, whoever she may be, includes a terrible ritual allegedly used to honor the demon god, although Colin de Plancy specifies that his Ganga Grandma is a feminine entity. He uses the masculine pronouns he and him through the description of the ritual. According to Dictionnaire, women of a village were lured into participating in rituals to honor the demon, bringing them no harm, being told that no harm would come to them. However, once they agreed, they were suspended in the air by hooks, pierced through the skin of their backs, and their cries were drowned out by the roar of a crowd. Although similar rituals did and do exist in many cultures, Colin de Plancy seemed to have been created as a cautionary tale against giving consent for infernal rituals without full knowledge of the proceedings. However, I would be remiss if I did not point out that this ill-using an unsuspected female to prove a point of worship is not too far from what Colin de Plancy has done by inventing or twisting the tale of a sacred Hindu aspect to further his own beliefs. That's very intense. That is very heavy, Capricorn. What the hell? You need to treat the women in your life with some frickin' respect and not try to trick them into getting what you want. Let's see what the divination has to say. Beware of excess pride, bragging, or not judging a situation or knowing all of the facts before getting involved. So when this comes to a work situation, don't jump to conclusions. If you have the power to fire somebody, don't fire them based on hearsay that you've heard from other people, because you never know who is out to just create the victim, create the sacrifice, and create that kind of situation. So just make sure you're being fair, being just, and hearing all sides of the story before you blow it out of proportion. All right, Capricorn, stay stable. I'm really proud of you, and I'm really happy to see all this emotional growth. So keep it up. We'll see you next time.